Hi, and welcome to Heal Your Mind. Let me ask you something right off the bat. Have you been thinking about quitting your job lately? Wondering if you should stick it out or start fresh somewhere else? You're not alone. But here's the twist. Wanting to leave your job might not be about the job at all. Today, we're going to explore the real psychological reasons behind that urge to quit, and what you should look at before making your next big move. Why do we really want to quit? When people talk about wanting to leave their jobs, they usually say things like, the pay isn't enough. My boss is toxic. I'm bored. It's just not fulfilling. And sure, all of that might be true. But according to psychologist Frederick Herzberg, people don't leave because of dissatisfaction. They leave when there's no motivation. In other words, we often don't quit to escape. We quit because something deeper is missing. What we crave isn't just a new office or a new title. It's a sense of meaning, growth, and personal agency. What's really draining us? One of the most common feelings in the modern workplace? Helplessness. Your ideas aren't heard. The system never changes. No one really has your back. This builds up quietly, day after day, until you hit burnout. And burnout whispers in your ear. It's not worth it. You need to get out. But here's the catch. Many people quit and still feel stuck in the next job. Why? Because it wasn't just the job. It was the state of mind. What we all need but rarely get. Psychologists Edward Deci and Richard Ryan talk about three core human needs: autonomy, feeling in control; competence, feeling capable; relatedness, feeling connected. And of those, autonomy tends to disappear first at work. You clock in at the same time every day. You follow orders. You meet goals someone else set for you. Little by little, your sense of freedom fades. And when autonomy dies, motivation dies with it. That itch to quit? It might not be about the company. It might be your mind saying, I want my freedom back. Is quitting the answer or an escape? Of course, changing your environment can help. Sometimes, it's exactly what you need. But there's a pattern worth noticing. People leave a bad job and land in a different job and still feel miserable. Same stress. Same doubts. Same exhaustion. What happened? The external problem changed, but the internal pattern didn't. So before you go job hopping, ask yourself, what triggers my sense of helplessness? What does my version of a fulfilling job look like? Am I running from something, or running towards something? These are the questions that make the difference. 3 questions to ask before you quit. If you're seriously considering a job change, pause. Ask yourself these 3 powerful questions. First, am I escaping or evolving? Is this decision coming from fear or from growth? Are you trying to survive? Or trying to thrive? Second, what does my ideal work life really look like? Be honest and specific. Do you want freedom and flexibility? Structure and stability? Teamwork or solo projects? Write it out. Clarity, direction. Third, am I emotionally burnt out right now? Sometimes, the urge to leave isn't about a career decision. It's a sign that your nervous system needs rest. When you're emotionally drained, even the best decisions can feel wrong. There's nothing wrong with wanting to leave. Sometimes, it's the healthiest thing you can do. But remember this. Wanting a different life is not the same as needing a different job. Start by tuning into your own mind. Listening to what it's really asking for. That's the most powerful first step. Whatever choice you make, Heal Your Mind is here for you. If this helped you, consider subscribing and sharing this with someone who needs it. See you next time.